Bubba. Smoky balls. Hello. Peek out the living room window, and one of my rose bushes has lots and lots of nice new fresh buds of leaves and stems and such. So yeah, it's still doing quite well. So we should have some actual proper flower buds on it in a couple of months' time. It's a really nice one. It's like a double rose. So they're a very big kind of rose, very big, lots and lots of petals, which do tend to go everywhere. and they're so big they're kind of top heavy, so they tend to flop over, which is kind of funny. But yeah, they're they're quite nice. As you can tell, I still have some of the cough. Thankfully, it's not gotten seriously bad, so it's not interfered with my sleep or anything. The only problem is obviously I wasn't feeling too fantastic yesterday, mood-wise, so obviously I ended up sleeping an awful lot. But yeah, I've got a couple of things that I've got to work on today, one of which I can't mention because it's a special surprise project for a friend of mine. I've got to finish off doing the paint job on my angel memoriam figure. I just have to work on doing the pupils for the eyes and tidying up around the edge of the eyes, because obviously the yellow went kind of a little too far over the line, as it were. But yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot going on today. My little narcissus have opened. I do have quite a few of them. They're scattered all over the garden. But yeah, that's kind of cute. One of the professional pictures that they took. I mean, obviously I've got a couple in the old photo albums that were taken by the ex-husband. But yeah, that was a heck of a moment. I really enjoyed that. I mean, it was just, something that not everybody gets to do. Unless, of course, you've got the money to be able to get there. And you obviously, you had to kind of be at the area sort of first. So it was most handy that there was two of us, because one of us could go get the fish and the other one could sort of save the spot up against the thing. Because if you didn't have the spot or you didn't have the fish, there was no way you were going to get anywhere near them. But yeah, that was definitely something I enjoyed. Getting to actually stroke a dolphin. That was pretty cool. And sitting. Look at him. Look at him. He's so funny. You are so funny. Look at the way you're sitting. Something I want to put out there. Basically, I've always had kind of a rebellious kind of personality. And usually it's a case of when somebody tells me don't do something, I go ahead and do it. It's very weird. It's like I always have to do the complete opposite. So obviously when I was a kid, I was told, don't eat too many sweets, don't drink too much pop, you're going to end up fat, da da da. So yeah, that's pretty much what has happened. I mean, I used to be an absolute beanpole. By the time I left school, I was already a size 16. But obviously back then I considered myself fat, and obviously, now I'm just like, I'm ginormous now. I mean, obviously I'm not as big as what I used to be back in sort of 2006, 2007, when I was about 18 stone. From then until now, I've dropped about 3 stone, and that was without trying to, because obviously just didn't have enough money for food and so forth like that, and obviously, but, I just want to put it out there to everybody that watches this. It's like, even though it's satisfying in the moment to eat, drink, whatever you want, just don't overdo it. Don't be like me and get completely addicted to certain things. I mean, obviously, I've had to live with the cruelty of other people who have seen fit to shout, unsavoury comments as I walk by. I mean, believe it or not, just last year, and I mean, obviously, I don't consider. A lot of people will say that I'm not that big right now, which I kind of am, because obviously it's all up the front here and around the backside and everything. But I actually had somebody shout out, "Oi, fatty," at me, and this was just last year. I mean, I didn't respond to it or anything. I just carried on going. But yeah, stuff like that can really friggin' hurt. What I would say is that, if you see somebody and that kind of a comment pops into your head, it's just, stop it. Just literally put the brakes on it before it gets from here to here. Because you've no idea what it can do to a person. You don't know if that person is suffering from anxiety, depression, poor self-image. You don't know what that person is suffering from. So obviously, you voicing that can really exacerbate the situation. So yeah, that's just something I want to put out there. I mean, I've accepted the fact that I'm a big girl, and that's kind of how it's going to stay. Because I love my food too much, and there's no way that I... So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to change your body for yourself, go for it. Don't try and change yourself. Full moon tonight. Full moon. Cup of tea. And some chalky digestives. That will help get the older brain juices going. On another note, my friend Nicola, she'd asked me, it's got to be a little while ago now. She asked me to do a Disney princess picture to be given. It was to go in her goddaughter's bedroom. Obviously, she said maybe something along the lines of Frozen, because obviously everything that she's got is Frozen. Little Abby. So I mean, I decided I was going to do Ariel, when she had her legs, the nice sort of long pink dress and everything. I've now been asked to do another picture, only this time I've got to stick with the Frozen theme. So I'm kind of thinking doing a young Anna and Elsa, because I don't know, just everything at the moment tends to be them when they're in their more grown-up forms, and I just think it'd be really cute, So yeah, I mean, I like it when people ask me to, make something for them, whether it be I don't know, making muffins, or you know, like the oh, what was it? The sugar, was it low calorie, low sugar brownies that I made once before. You know, I mean, you know, when people ask me to make them something, you know, I enjoy doing that because I like to try and make people happy. So, you know, it feels kind of good to be asked to do another thing. I just, fingers crossed I can do it justice.